The Mill Hill Fathers, originally from England, emerged in response to the profound spiritual calling to serve as missionaries to the entire world. This remarkable journey began when the Catholic Church made a heartfelt appeal, urging English Catholics to extend their faith beyond their native shores. Answering this call with unwavering dedication, the Mill Hill Fathers embraced their mission with zeal, driven by a deep sense of duty to spread the gospel and bring the light of Christ to distant lands. In every corner of the globe, the Mill Hill Fathers left an indelible mark, establishing churches, schools, and health facilities, and fostering a spirit of unity and hope.
When the church appealed to the English Catholics to send some English-speaking, or to say English Catholics, Cardinal Vaughan had provided them the answer. And when they came out here, they also landed at Kampala, went to Rubaga, they went to Mengo to meet the Kabaka. And because the Kabaka had given the Catholic missionaries who came first in 1877, the hill of Rubaga, which was his former palace, he wanted also the Mill Hill Fathers to have another hill in Kampala, and he chose Nsambya Hill, so that they separate. The missionaries of Africa have a hill at Rubaga, and the missionaries of Mill Hill Society, St. Joseph's Society, have the hill in Nsambya.
Towards the end of the 20th century, Europe witnessed a significant transformation as the winds of change swept through the religious landscape. A vibrant community of Catholics eager to share their faith laid a groundwork for the establishment of the Mill Hill Missionaries, a congregation of fathers and brothers dedicated to spreading the gospel and fostering spiritual growth across the globe. The movement led by the construction of numerous institutions that would have become pillars of education, healthcare, and faith. Among the remarkable members of the congregation was Brother Joseph, an artist of extraordinary talent. His contributions to the church were not confined to pastoral work. He left an indelible mark through his artistic endeavors. Brother Joseph's paintings of saints adorned on the walls of churches, and his masterful stained glass windows brought scenes of sacred scriptures to life, infusing these spaces with a sense of divine beauty and inspiration. His work became particularly influential throughout East Africa, where they inspired countless faithful and elevated the spiritual experience of worship.
A certain Cardinal Vaughan started this congregation of the Mill Hill Fathers, Mill Hill Missionaries. They were fathers and brothers. So the brothers were to help them in works of construction of churches, fathers' houses, and other institutions they wanted to put up. So you had brothers belong to this same congregation. And a famous brother who we cannot forget in Nsambya is Brother Joseph. May he so rest in peace. He's a man who made a big situation different. Because by then, many churches wanted to be in the construction of churches, window glasses, which are stained glasses, with the pictures of saints, St. Joseph, Mary, and other saints, Peter and Paul and whatnot. So he decided to go back to Europe and learn the work of making stained glass windows, instead of importing them in Europe, so that they would import only colored windows, and here they would come and they find an artist who could paint, for instance. If it is a saint like Kizito, the famous Uganda martyr, the paint of said Kaloli Ruanga. He needed somebody who has an art, to learn how to paint these things on the stained glasses and make them appear in the window glasses. And then it has become a big business now in East Africa. This is, I think, is the only factory where we produce stained glass windows. It came with the Mary Hill fathers in the second half of the 20th century.
In the late 19th century, Cala City, with its two dioceses, Kampala and Lubaga, became a vibrant hub of missionary activity and ecclesiastical development. The arrival of two prominent missionary congregations, the White Fathers in 1877 and the Mill Hill Fathers in 1895, stirred great excitement and hope among the local population. However, this influx also led to some confusion and tension within the Catholic Church as different missionary societies vied for influence and territory. To address these challenges and prevent further division, the Mill Hill Fathers took a decisive step by sending a team led by Bishop Henry Harlan to intervene and foster unity. Bishop Harlan, with his diplomatic acumen and deep commitment to the mission, collaborated closely with the Frenchanian sisters to promote the growth and development of the church in Kampala. Together, these missionary groups work hand in hand, bridging divides and building cohesive Catholic community.
Circumstances forced the Mary Hill Fathers to come in to prevent more quarrels, to prevent more divisions in the Catholic Church. That's how the Mary Hill Fathers came in to intervene and take away all the divisions which were being created. We are grateful that the Society of Mary Hill was patron saint in St. Joseph. When they appealed to it, they responded by giving us the first team of Mary Hill missionaries, and they made sure that that team came with already an ordained bishop, Bishop Henry Hanlon. He arrives in Uganda equipped with priests, and he had asked the congregation of Franciscan sisters, also missionaries, to come and help, because as a priest baptized, we needed some people to catechize, to do the social services the church needed to render. And so the Franciscan sisters of Africa came in and worked along the Mary Hill Fathers.
The division of the country in two distinct regions for evangelism marked a significant chapter. The southern part of Uganda was entrusted with the White Fathers, the missionary society known for their dedication to spreading the Catholic faith across Africa. Meanwhile, the eastern part of the country was designated to the Mill Hill Fathers, an English congregation with a prevent mission to bring the light of Christ to the world. In the East, the Mill Hill Fathers embraced their mission with vigor. Driven by the spirit of deep calling to serve, they ventured into the region with unwavering faith and determination. The Mill Hill Fathers were instrumental in establishing parishes, schools, and health centers, contributing significantly to the spiritual and social development of Eastern Uganda, where their efforts were marked by a holistic approach, addressing both the spiritual and material needs of the communities.
They had come with Rome determined to give it a diocese, so this became a diocese straight away within Uganda, so that we share Uganda into two parts. The southern part goes to the white missionaries, White Fathers. The eastward went to the Mary Hill Fathers. And for that you can get the information from the famous book which was written about the Mary Hill Fathers in East Africa, written by Father John Kauta, and you get the information there.
As we prepare to delve further into the contributions of the Mill Hill Fathers to the Catholic Church in Uganda, it is evident that the impact has been profound and far-reaching from their early arrival in the late 19th century to their steadfast efforts in building churches, schools, and health facilities. The Mill Hill Fathers have played a crucial role in shaping the religious and the cultural landscape of Uganda. Nora Osende for UCTV News.